it's 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They are going to go. It's Simeon. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles taking it in. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's got it up and through. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And coming out now, the Broncos. They come up in an offset eye. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. C.J. Anderson, the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 82 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Throwing is Bortles. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. 2nd down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Anderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They give it to Anderson, and he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And able to find Green. 14 yards there on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
Again, Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. But boy, he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
All right, here we go.
They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made that time by Dan Scuda.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And McManus able to put it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now, comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They start on the ground with Ivory. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Jags a first down.
That's a good explosive run right there on the draw play. And in order for it to be successful, you've got to have some good faking going on and people having a nice little time clock in their head to understand how it all knits together. An offensive line really showing a pass set that they're going to pass block. Maybe to draw in those defensive linemen, have them come upfield, and then get past them, hand the ball off to the running back, and oftentimes he bypasses the guys headed for the quarterback, thinking they're going to get a sack, and gets himself into the secondary. And in this case, he picked up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's back to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. So many practices we've watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Leopard! Detroit!
Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.